Gators en movimiento. El tiro a tercera.
Gators on baseball. Yeah, you know the name.
Look at this. Robert DeVille's already in here at
Bobby DeVille.
3:02. What's
Right
up?
on
It's
time.
Schmitty and Christian with Skaters on Baseball, and we're doing a kind of a weird time frame today because, man, I was up in Sacramento yesterday and watching the Giants beat the Athletics, who have no city affiliation at this point, and they took 2 out of 3. And Chapman's back, and Adames has arrived. So there you have it. What's good, Christian?
It feels like Adames has arrived. He looked pretty good against the Sutter Health Athletics. So, yeah, man, good way to end the series. Take 2 out of 3. A sweep would have been better. And coming back home, short drive, and now it's Philly. And for anybody who forgot, Giants played Philadelphia in Philadelphia earlier this year. It was a 4-game set. They split, but the Giants did put up 29 runs across 4 games in that series. So little flashback to when the Giants were actually putting up some decent numbers, you know.
Senior, I wanted to see you. I saw Eric up there. I saw Ibrahim. I didn't see Dean. I don't think he was sent with those guys, but it was, I'll tell you this. I got a little wrap up from my day for later on in the show, but section 102 was the only section that had seats available for a decent price when I bought my tickets. When I got to the stadium and went and saw where my seats were, I was like, oh, of course they're the most affordable. You're in the sun. You cannot, I literally filmed home plate from my seat. You couldn't see it. It was so much sun glare that it was just like people are like this for like 2 innings. It was so gnarly. They built a billboard up on top of the roof of the stadium to get the sun behind it quicker. So it's like instead of going behind the stadium, now they have a billboard. So it's a little higher. But dude, if I would almost turn the field around like for next year or something. It's gnarly. And it wasn't that hot. It was like 94-ish or something. So I was okay with the heat, but it was just the glare of the sun. Just like I had my hat down like this and I was like, ah. But
Yeah,
then second
the photo
inning, we
you
got
sent
to
was
sit.
gnarly.
Yeah, it
Photo
was
you
crazy.
gnarly, the sun glare. And, you know, that's what you get when you have a stadium that's only built to hold, what, like 11,000 people, and you don't have like 3 decks, you know, to block out the sun. I mean, look, it was 7 p.m. in Sacramento, which is a good ways east of the Bay Area, and you still got sun that bad at 7 p.m.? Ouch.
Yeah. No, I was tripping because it didn't get dark till, I mean, obviously these are the longest days of the year right now, so it's a little different, but it didn't get dark till like, I don't know, I want to say like the 5th or 6th inning. I'm like, this is when the game should start. But we didn't get home till 12:30. I mean, it's a long, it's a lot. It was a long game. For whatever reason, it felt like a little bit longer than a normal game. And then obviously you hit construction for like the first half of the drive back. And so you're just kind of bumper to bumper, but well worth it, dude. It was fun. And like I told everybody else up there, because I saw some people that live up there and they're like, you drove all the way up here. I was like, dude, I'm a Giants fan first and foremost. This is historical. Whether it's a dump or not, it's historical. And I need to check off that MLB stadium. So that was my 10th stadium I've visited.
Yeah.
So that's
So
cool.
what are they calling this series now? Are they calling it the YOLO Causeway series? Are they calling? I mean,
I heard I-80, but I don't know.
the I-80 series. Yeah,
Then they
it
were
has to have
trying
a.
this morning to talk about the Yellow Bridge and the Bay Bridge. I was like, you guys are stretching.
Yeah, that yellow bridge is about what 1/10 the size of the Bay Bridge, if that. It spans a river that's like I could swim across it in about 2 minutes. So, anyways, good win last night. Birdsong seemed to bounce back after looking like he was going to pile out in the first inning. I mean, it just he could not find the strike zone at all last night, and Effectively wild, maybe a little, but he was good at getting the first pitch strike almost every time he faced a batter. And last night was just sketch, but he did power through it and he held them to the 1 run. And hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah, he pitched a lot better yesterday than he has been, but it was a little dicey in times, and I think it has a lot to do with like it's almost similar to Duvall. It feels like he just does this crazy. Yeah, senior, the Bay Area is so soft that you live in Davis. Come on, bro. It's hard
Yeah.
living in San Francisco. I'll tell you that. It ain't soft.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, now we got Philadelphia, right? And outside of Schwarber, I'm not really afraid of any of those guys. Harper just hasn't been doing a lot. They got wet look in the outfield. Marsh, he's kind of the surprising good player. Bohm's got power. He doesn't hit a lot.
No, it's Trey Turner is my money man. The Giants should have got Trey Turner. He's like
they should have.
He's one of the best.
He's one of those Farhan. No, I'm not going to get that guy. But yeah, so look, no Zach Wheeler facing the Giants this series, so that helps a little. And Adames is going, and look, got Roop on the mound tonight, and then Ray. So hey, things are looking good. Verlander finishes out the series. We'll see what happens with him. I mean, he had a really bad game in Sac, but hoping that he bounces back, right?
Verlander, I think it's just a curse at this point. But tonight we're facing a left-handed pitcher, Christopher Sanchez. He's 7-2 with a 2.68 ERA. He's closing in on 100 he's got 108 strikeouts. Sorry. This guy's really good and nasty. I think last time we faced him, he struck us out like 12 times. So are the Giants got over the hump yesterday, beating the Athletics left-handed pitcher, but does that count? Because the Athletics are they're like Rockies, White Sox, Athletics. It's kind of like that's your steps. So
their bats are significantly better than either of those teams, though. And I mean,
but their just whole gimmick and their whole shtick, it doesn't matter. They can't do it. Yeah, they got their highest paid player crying about their stadium, and you want to call the Bay Area soft? Come on, senior. Talk to Severino for a while, bro.
That was good to see him get lumped up after just all the crap that he talks about. It's like, look, man, you're the highest paid guy on the team. You signed as a free agent. You made the choice. Like, it wasn't like, he probably could have signed elsewhere if he wanted to take a little less money. I think Oakland probably gave him the best offer and he took it. So, yeah, you knew what you were getting into, pal. I mean, maybe he'll start like rubbing pine tar on his neck and putting it on the ball again or something. Who knows? But yeah, and then the Dodgers coming up.
Dodgers got swept by the Astros.
Yep. Oh, that had to hurt. Especially since Oral Hershiser was whining on the Dodgers telecast about, it almost seems like they know what pitch is coming. Well, okay, you got Kasperius, the friendly ghost, on the mound, who's like probably tipping pitches, and they know what kind of bag he's got. So what? The more hurt, agony, and pain can be lumped on the Dodgers and their fans, the better, as far as I'm concerned. And they can cry about the Astros for the next 100 years. Won't matter. It's done.
I agree. I got the Astros back all day over the Doyers, and I'm not an Astro fan by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. I did also I had a busy weekend. 4th of July was Friday. Saturday, I went to San Jose to the single A ball game, the San Jose Giants versus Stockton Ports. Then last night, we drove up to Sacramento and saw a pro game in a triple A stadium. And then I got a lot of baseball, and I'm going to see the Phillies in 3 hours? Yeah. So it was good. But you know what's crazy is the single A atmosphere might be the best in all of baseball, but you can only do it for about 4 or 5 innings. The game takes forever. There's way too many mistakes, but the stadium's 4,000 capacity, and the people are all like, everybody knows each other, and it's so fun down there. Like, we had a great time. It was baseball card day, so they gave out a whole set of the entire San Jose Giants team, and then they had those guys sitting out signing before and after the game. The thing I noticed, though, that was the shocker for me was Rainer Arias, who I have cards of and I've heard, for a couple of years about. He is not good. He's batting like .08 something. He got 2 errors in right field that balls hit right to him that he just dropped. I was really surprised at how poor he looked, but Dakota was it Johnson is as advertised. He's fast, good outfielder, good hitter, and Maui Ahuna. I like that kid too. He was playing pretty well, but it's neat to see like these guys that are, I don't know how old they are. Are they 19 or 20-ish? Like
they're all pretty
kids, right?
young. I mean, look, if you're with the San Jose Giants and you're over the age of say 23, you're probably not making it. Right?
Yeah.
You're kind of winding out your days, and you're probably taking classes at DeVry at night, something.
Senior, they were playing the Ports, and the Ports are even worse than the San Jose Giants. But that guy, Pedro Pequeño or whatever his name, he's pretty interesting. He could be on the move. But so Trevor Gott, Travis Ishikawa, Ron Wotus, Randy Wynn, all these guys were in attendance, either in the some of them are coaches and some of them are just observing for Posey or whatever it will. But I didn't know Trevor Gott was he's with Stockton, so hadn't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. They're probably doing a little inner franchise scouting of their younger guys to see what's what, see if anybody's ready to move up somewhere, go to Eugene or maybe even SAC if they're that good. But from the sounds of what you're telling me, sounds like none of those guys are ready for SAC, if even Eugene. So
yeah, I would think Eugene or Richmond. Eugene's high A, Richmond double A, and then you're not gonna go from San Jose straight to SAC unless you're no, Eldridge didn't even do that. He went to Richmond. So yeah, I think there's no way and those guys, there's nobody that's like, there's like, oh, they're pretty good, but there's nobody that's like, God, send that guy up. Yeah, it is a great atmosphere though, Senior. I wish that the Richmond, Virginia team would come west and we would have all levels right here. It'd be super fun. Because once those guys go to double A, there's no way of seeing them out there unless you travel out there, obviously. But yeah, it's neat. I think going to San Jose and then going to Sacramento, I've seen some River Cats games. It's cool to see the different levels and also watch some of these guys that make it to the pros go all the way through the system.
Definitely.
Robert DeVille too. Shout out. He took care of me. VIP status. He got me in, what was it, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour before they opened the gates. He's a season ticket holder. This dude knows everyone there. He's introducing me to everyone, and he's talking to Randy Wynn about, I forget what it was. I think, who's the guy that got hurt? Miller. So Miller got hurt that night, and they were exchanging info and stuff. But yeah, Robert DeVille, and then D-Boggs was in the house.
Nice.
D-Boggs comes up to me, taps me on the back. He's like, Schmitty, D-Boggs. I was like, yeah, put the face with the name.
That's killer. Killer. It's good you saw both those good dudes, man. So let's talk about this all-star thing for a minute, because obviously, dude, props to Robbie Ray, Logan Webb, and Randy Rodriguez for all getting in, 3 pitchers from one team. That's strong.
Especially Randy. Like, that's really cool.
Randy, and I think last night, there's a little extra fire in him after finding out he made the all-star team. His ERA, I think, is like a .070 now or something insane.
He's killing it.
And it's amazing. So good on those guys. I'm stoked to see them get in. No field players from the Giants, and that's fine. The All-Star game's the All-Star games. It's nice to see guys get that honor, but at the same time, do you really want to go and be the one field player in a sea of Dodgers if you're from the Giants? Why? And then the whole Kershaw thing is just, what the hell is going on? I mean, come on now.
It's
Rob Manfred had to put Kershaw, and look, this year he's 4-0 and he's got a relatively good ERA, but he's only pitched 44 innings and, just whatever. The 3,000 strikeouts, I think, is the only reason why they did that. And I've never heard of a commissioner's award for an all-star getting into the all-star team before. This is like something entirely new, right?
Yeah, these guys are bending over backwards for the Dodgers. And this makes sense if Chavez Latrine was hosting the All-Star game, but I don't think anyone in Atlanta wants to see Kershaw coming in and starting the game. So all these rumors of that, send those out. Nobody likes Kershaw except for Dodger fans. Respect, 3,000 strikeouts, great career. Doesn't mean I got to like you. And I don't think anyone in Atlanta likes you. So cool. Show up, maybe get booed, get the whole
Get a little tomahawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird one, and the whole thing with the All-Star game being in Atlanta, where it's like they yanked it out from under them when they didn't bend the knee, like 5 years ago, and now it's oh yeah, we're going to Atlanta, and everybody's forgotten that they just completely took a shit on Atlanta that year. Just don't infect baseball with politics, you dicks.
And what was who was it? Oral Hershiser that was crying about the Astros. This seems familiar. They know what we're about to pitch.
Yeah. He said it almost seems like they know what's coming.
Oh my!
And it's
God.
like, Oral, it'd be nice if we could just like erase your having played 1 year for the Giants. We could just say Oral Hershiser was never a Giant. I don't want to remember that.
So what are your thoughts? We got 6 games left till the All-Star break. We're 7 games out of first, tied with the Padres for second. How are you feeling about the team? What are you thinking? I mean, I feel like we miss Chapman a lot. Just his presence. He's kind of like the glue of the team. He's kind of the captain. Adames is the new version that's kind of like almost a little too playful. Like, I really don't like seeing him out there like hugging the opposing team in second base and stuff. I think they got to get a little bit back to the old style where it's like, hey, we're playing you. We're not friends right now. But Chapman defensively great. Schmitt coming back today, which means hopefully he'll be at second. And that just puts everybody into a better position 1 through 9. I think the team's really going to start hopefully hitting better.
Yeah, it's Fitzgerald's got to get it going or it's going to be back to Sacramento, I mean, yeah, he got a home run last night, but it was a gift home run. Bounced out of that guy's glove and went over the wall. I mean, hey, you know what? You'll take it all day long, especially if you're slumping. Like, hey, he hit that ball well, but he just really hasn't been getting it done. And had Schmitt not gotten hurt, we would have seen Casey this whole time at second base, most likely, or second and first. And as far as, having Chapman back, I mean, that's huge defensively. Although I will give him his props. Brett Wisely made some incredible plays at third base while he was up here. I don't know if you saw those, but
yeah,
he made some really great plays.
And he hit a home run. He got a couple good notches. Was it Saturday? I think.
Yeah. And I feel like he's just one of those guys. It's like he can be useful as a utility guy if you have space. But when you have some of these guys like Casey Schmitt, Chapman coming back, there's really not space unless you're planning on shipping Fitzgerald and keeping Wisely at the major league level. But I just don't see it happening. I don't see him doing as well on a day-to-day basis. Wisely always seems like he's the guy that kind of pops in a clutch moment and gets something done, but it's not often enough or consistent enough, right? But overall, I think things are going to get better. I think they went through a really rough stretch with the injuries and just not hitting at all, and the lobsters are still a problem. Even in these last 2 games, it just, man, how many guys can you strand? And, last night when they load the bases with no outs, I flashed right back to all the text messages I had with my dad going back years about bases loaded, no outs is kryptonite for the Giants.
It's bad. The first inning last night, they had the bases loaded, and the only run they scored was on a walk. I'm like, geez, here we go again, these guys. Yeah, the Giants are tied. Well, the Giants are actually not in the wild card because the Padres have .001 higher than the Giants. It's 48 and 41 to 49 and 42. But we're right there. Basically, if the season ended today, I don't think the Padres and Giants would play a tiebreaker, but they might.
Yeah. We're a little too far out to even think about all that. But right now, it's just they just got to keep winning series, winning games. Got to be putting up runs. Got to keep getting the same strong pitching out of these guys. And Verlander needs a win in his next start, or he may not be around anymore after that. He may just hang it up. I mean, it's got to be weighing on that dude. And look at his game in Sacramento. He really was awful. And he's pitched really well this year for the most part, but that was atrocious.
I don't think you can put the blame on Verlander for what's going on. It's a whole team effort. This is crazy.
Of course.
And I don't think he's going to retire or something because he doesn't get a win. He might tell him to trade him or something, like maybe this isn't the right mixture for him, but it's really pathetic, actually. I mean, the offense should really be embarrassed. Losing a game 1-0 is just, especially at this stage where you're really needing just to get that monkey off your back. There's no excuses. Like, these guys are professional players and they're not hitting for him for whatever reason, and it keeps happening. And the next game they'll score 6 runs and you'll be like, dude, this is kind of getting crazy. Like, what is it?
Well, and he's taken the bad beat every possible way. He's taken it when they haven't backed him with run support. He's taken it when the bullpen came up and just shit the bed. He's taken it when, bad defense and errors behind him. So it basically all things conspiring against Justin Verlander to get a win. And it's like, dude, how much of that can you take? But he's a seasoned professional. You gotta deal with that. And if it's, any consolation, Paul Skeens has been like 13 straight starts without a win or something like that. Crazy.
For the Pirates?
13 starts, no wins in any of those starts. And so, maybe it's not as bad.
Well, the thing that's impressed me is just his professionalism. The guy has not complained. He hasn't pointed the finger. Of course, he's frustrated, so he said that, but he's just been really like, yeah, this sucks. But he's not like, yeah, did you see fucking Walker come in and give up a 3-run homer to lose my game? Or like, these guys aren't scoring. Like, look at my, it's not anything like that, which is pretty I think like right now, everybody is gripping. Like, even Bomel is like, yeah, we really got to win a game for this guy. It's like, fuck, dude, this is a future Hall of Famer. The reason you brought him, there's so much talk about all this, and then you kind of shit the bed for him. And it's like, it's just not a good look. I'm not really proud of these guys where that comes. And it's really confusing why that's happening, and also why they're having such a hard time against lefties. These things, it's just the baseball gods, whatever you want to call it, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, especially when you're heavily leaning towards right-handed bats in your lineup, that you should be, the statistics say you should be hitting lefties better, and for some reason they just have issues with it. As far as Verlander goes, it's like, maybe he needs to make his next start in disguise wear a fake mustache, like something to wear somebody else's jersey. I don't know, just
Change his number. Hey, this might be the curse of Brandon Crawford. You wore our guy's
Oh.
number. You're not getting a win.
Yeah, but why should Verlander have to pay that toll?
Because he took 35.
Is it well?
There you go. I think I just figured it out right here on Skaters on Baseball. You guys heard it here first.
See, that should have been worked out before he ever signed, though. Like if he came, yeah, I'll sign with you guys, but I want number 35, and the Giants organization said, yeah, but no.
Well, he worked it out with Crawford, but it's still.
No, I know he did.
It's just not working for him.
I'm just saying, hindsight being 2020, you look back and be like, well, maybe that's the deal breaker, and they don't sign him at all.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't seem like it bothered Posey too much. I think he was just like, well, let him deal with Brandon, and if he's okay, we're okay.
Yeah, I just, look, a win for Verlander is a win for the team. So, I care that they win behind him. They get him those wins, and he's certainly deserving of at least 5-6 wins minimum because he's pitched that well. It just, for whatever reason, something bad goes on behind him when he's pitching, and that's got to change, because they're not just going to dump him, and they don't really have, like, you trade away Harrison, who's the next in line for that rotation right now?
Yep, that's true.
There's not really anybody there. And they dumped Hicks as well. I mean, it's like two potential rotation guys gone. And so then you're left with guys who are probably too young and too green, like Wisenhunt. So, they gotta stick with Verlander, and they got to back him up.
I think it's too many green guys. We 2's fine. 3's too many. We need 3 veterans and 2 young guys. Wisenhunt, I think, should come up with Eldridge next year. But
yeah, it's probably the best move. And look, like the way Roop's been pitching, like the top 3 is pretty strong, man. I mean, because currently that's how it's sitting. And Roop is just, he's tenacious. Like he's had a couple of rough starts, but he just sticks in there. His attitude's great. He's really positive. Does the post games even when he loses, and he's very analytical and very honest about it. So I really like what he's about. And of course, you can't say enough good things about Robbie Ray and Logan Webb. So the frontline 3 are pretty badass, and Verlander's definitely a great pitcher,
Yeah, for sure. Did you see this thing about Tyler Walker's, was it his cousin or wife, or who was it? Some relative is missing in the floods.
No.
I just got that text come through. And yeah, Senior, I saw that. Family of former San Francisco Giants pitcher among the missing in the Texas flood. That's harsh.
Rough, man.
What about Brian Reynolds? No trade. Giants, Dodgers, Mets, all the teams going to the playoffs. So we won't be seeing Brian Reynolds in a Giants uniform again. It sounds like.
I'm good with that. All I want is for the whole Skeens to the Dodgers talk to stop,
Yeah, that would be horrible.
I mean, the Pirates, look, that's all the Pirates have. So unless they're getting an entire squad for that guy, why would you trade him? I mean, the Pirates are ripe for a rebuild right now, right? They got guys that are aging out. They got, they can bring up some young talent. They can go out and get some young talent. They could start a full rebuild right now, and Skeens would be the centerpiece of it. Why would you trade him?
I don't know. Crazy shit happens. Like it's the same thing with all these guys, and Senior's one of them that wants to trade Webb. It's like you got your piece and you want more pieces, but you're going to get rid of your piece. That never makes sense. And big shout out to Logan Webb, by the way. This guy keeps doing it over and over. He pitched fantastic in Sacramento in front of. That must have been such a highlight for him to just pitch in Sacramento on the Giants in the River Cat Stadium. It just must have been surreal. I bet his heart was pumping a little bit, you know.
And it was loud. People were behind him, man. I think even the A's fans were behind him. The people that are locals, the Sacramento area, right?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. And so all spring and into the early part of the season, all these people I saw everywhere, trade web. Well, how you feel about that idea now? You know,
I think they still want to do it.
well, it's ridiculous. He's still in the, what's up, Chardal? It's
What's up, Chardizzle?
Dude, he's still in the Cy Young running in the National League right now. He's still floating on the periphery of that, right? So I don't know. Whatever. They can have it. They can think that all they want. But it's like the point you've always made, and I totally agree with you, is like, what's the return? What are you going to get for him, really, if you trade him?
I mean, that's such a no-brainer to me. It's like, I'll trade anyone if I'm going to win the trade, but I'm not going to trade somebody that I really value just to trade them and hope to get enough pieces that, like, no, I'm not going to gamble with Webb. It's going to be like, oh, I'm getting this. Fuck yeah. I'm getting this. Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, he's the longest tenured guy on the team now. You know, he's the guy, and he was there. He pitched to Buster Posey. Okay. So I can't see that happening. And I don't think the value's there. I just don't think the value's there.
I think we have such value on the guy too. Like we're getting a good deal. If he was a free agent, he'd get paid way more than he's getting paid right now.
Definitely. So
Webb is an A's fan. Senior says, should we throw the link out for Chardal? What do you think?
I'm good with whatever you want to do. We can bring Chardal in for a few.
I'll throw the link out, and then while we're waiting, I'm going to show you guys a little. I made a little quick video of my day yesterday in Sacramento. There you go, Chardal. Don't let us down, baby, please. We're waiting for you. And check this out. What's up, everybody? We're up here in Sacramento, California, home of the River Cats. But today we're going pro ball with the last game of the 3-game series between your San Francisco Giants and the Athletics that don't claim a city. We're going to go check out what it's all about up here. What's up, man? So after we win, we have this little tradition with the win flag, and that's what you're seeing here. The Giants take 2 out of 3, and we're heading back to San Francisco. Tomorrow the Phillies are in town. Mwah. Thank you, Sacramento. Woo! What's the matter with Oakland? They're in Sac! Whose jersey is that?
It's Fujinami. He pitched for the A's last year, and then they traded him.
Favorite player?
Oh, man. Kurt.
What's the matter with Oakland?
They're in Sac! Damn!
There you go.
That was awesome. Saw a lot of Will Clark jerseys.
There's a lot of Devers jerseys already, too. I mean, Jung-Hoo Lee leads the team jerseys, I think, but I definitely saw a lot more 16s running around.
Yeah, I saw some interesting
Chardall, the
stuff.
time's clicking.
There was a Bivens jersey, and then that beer vendor looked a little bit like Larry Bear. Maybe it's his brother or
You
something.
see his like
Yeah,
broken cans
got
and
it all up there. All up
yeah,
there.
I love the thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a cannon, and they shoot the shirts out of it. Like in
T-shirt cannon. Yeah.
Giants have the gun one, but this one's like a full like thing they got to push around. I haven't seen one of those before.
What was up with them throwing a ball out of the booth up there?
I guess they do that every game. That's the athletics announcer. What's his name? He's the ex-player, Braden something, Dallas Braden.
Dallas Braden.
Yeah, so they have, I don't know if they're tennis balls or Senior probably knows, but I think it's seventh inning stretch or something. They're just throwing them out of the announcer booth into the crowd.
Yeah. Dallas Braden, highs and lows, talk about highs and lows in baseball, threw a perfect game, if I'm not mistaken. Also took a line drive 108 miles an hour off the dome and just got wrecked.
Man.
So, yeah. Cool. How was the food up there?
The food is, I mean, what did we have? I had a hot dog and it was a hot dog. And then Cheryl had the fries are fucking banging. They have those rigid fries, like the old school, the old style ones. Like
Crinkle cut. Yeah.
you don't see those too often. Those are amazing. Chicken was good. They got the grilled or no fried chicken, little tenders, whatever you call it. And then what else? Oh, I had a lemonade because it was fucking. I walked over. There's this place, good name, the Sweet Spot. I like that name. But of course, by the seventh inning, that place is just the longest line in the whole place. So I went over there. I was going to get like a smoothie or a shake or something nice and cold to drink, but everyone was thinking the same thing. So I ended up getting a lemonade from one of the guys man, those guys give those guys props, right? They're carrying that shit and that heat all game.
Hustling.
Pretty gnarly.
Well, if you're a native, it's not that big a deal, right? I'm sure Curtis is like totally acclimated to the heat up there.
That's what I wanted. I couldn't find the brat. All they had was the big
brat.
dog or a regular. It's a regular dog or a big regular dog. I didn't see the brat, but that's
So
my favorite.
Is it like AAA level concessions, or is it a little better?
I mean, I think it's the same. I don't think that they bring in anything different, but AAA is pretty good. They got like, they got whatever. I mean, it's not like there's only one level and it's half a level, and there's probably like six. There's a Mexican place. There's the chicken and hot dog place. And I don't know, maybe a pizza. I don't remember if I saw pizza actually.
Well, all right. Yeah, I don't remember the A's ever having like a trademark food at the Coliseum. The Giants always have the crab sandwich and the garlic fries. They got all these things that are synonymous with the Giants and their ballpark. And the A's, I don't remember them ever having anything like that.
The A's had the chicken things, but their claim to fame was they had like 32 different sauces.
Okay.
They had this whole sauce island. But I'm just going to be frank here. I think the River Cats have better food than the Oakland Coliseum. The Oakland Coliseum was not my favorite place to eat food for sure.
Yeah, they weren't.
Yeah, Senior Coliseum food was
they weren't
garbage.
putting much into it.
I'm on that same page. I got one autograph. It was Spencer Bivens. I was with my wife, so I wasn't trying to autograph too much.
Look, we got somebody jumping in.
Guys, welcome to Monday, huh? Let's start the week out. We're going to bring him in. Haven't seen or talked to this guy in a while. What is up? Chardall, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes.
Hi, Christian Schmitty. I'm a big fan of Scares on Baseball. I love all your content. Covering the Giants, you do a great job. Great win for the Giants yesterday for the as they take down the Sacramento A's 6-2 and they win 2 out of 3. I mean, what were your thoughts on them winning 2 out of 3? I thought the A's were going to get the sweep, but the Giants took care of business and got the job done. I mean, that's what you love about this team, right? You love this team to get the job done every day. Go on the mound, take care of business, do what they have to do. capitalize.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Verlander, what are you feeling about Verlander, Chardal?
I
It's
mean, I love Verlander, man. Verlander's a good pitcher, man. Some days his game is not so good, but you know, he has to work on it and get better.
Yeah.
That's the only way he's gonna be a better pitcher if he works on his delivery and his pitches, right?
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Chardal? What do you think it is that's not allowing the Giants to back him up and get him some wins? Because you've been watching all year. I mean, Verlander's pitched well enough to have at least 5, 6 wins on his record, right? But the bullpen has blown it. The defense has blown it. The hits haven't come through. No run support. I mean, why do you think that's happening?
I mean, as a Giants fan, I mean, I love this team so much. I love watching this team so much. Try and watch every single game, but the problem that I really gets me under my skin is that they can't score runs with runners in scoring position. Like they have 3 runners in scoring position, and they can't manage to score even 1 run.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
even 2 runs or 3 runs. 1 run is enough. I mean, I don't. I mean, I just want them on the board, man. I just want Giants to get the lead. That's all I want.
yep.
Yeah, that's a
I
big
just
one.
want them to. I just want them to win. I don't care if it's 1-0 and we win by 1 run. I don't care. Like I just want the win in the end, right? That's what I want.
That's all that
Exactly.
matters.
You win the game by 1 run. You win the game by 2 runs or 3 runs. Really doesn't matter because in the end you got to get the win over whichever team you face.
Yep. Yep.
Doesn't matter if it's the A's. Doesn't matter if it's the Dodgers. Doesn't matter if it's the Reds, the Yankees, whoever it is. The Giants just got to get on a winning streak right now. They got to get some wins on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feeling about the Dodgers coming into town?
Man, I'm a Giants fan, and then whenever we play the Dodgers, they always have our number. They always want to play their intense game of baseball and take us down. But I think we'll win 1 or 2 from them. I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. That's kind of too far-fetched out there to say it's going to be a sweep. I don't think that's going to happen. Dodgers are going to play competitive. Giants are going to play competitive as well. They're going to win 2 out of 3. What are your thoughts on that series? Every time they come into town, that's a team very formidable. They have the lead in the standings.
Yeah.
The Dodgers. So
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about what's going to happen when we come in there and then try and take them down.
Yeah. Well, listen, the division is, I mean, I don't want to say for sure because we never know. We've still got more than half the season to go, but I think the division is not something that the Giants can really put their eyes on playing for at this point. All they can really look at is each game, each day, and go for the win every single day. I think they've got a good shot to win the series against the Dodgers. A sweep, I think, is a little optimistic, overly optimistic. But yeah, I mean, I think if the Giants just relax and play their brand of baseball and they play great defense and they get good pitching, that they match up pretty good against the Dodgers. If you can shut the offense down, the Dodgers pitching is not all that, right?
No, it's
I
not.
mean, like when you look at the Dodgers when they play the Giants, when they get on a hot streak and they start scoring runs, you don't know who can stop them. Like when the Dodgers get on a hot streak and they start scoring and scoring, and the Giants are trying to stop them, there's no way to stop the Dodgers, man. If they get on a hot streak and they start hitting home runs left and right, and the Giants are start trying to put a end to that, the Dodgers saying like, "We're here to play the game of baseball. Like you can't stop us." Doesn't matter what you try and stop Dodgers. They're just gonna keep winning and winning and winning until they come to their demise, and the Giants take them down.
Damn, they optioned Fitzgerald apparently so wisely staying up. Chardal, have you been to any games?
I've been to some games, but they've been all losses. So I want to get out
Uh,
to a game where we actually win a game because all the we haven't been winning a single game. The games I've been going out to the ballpark, we haven't been winning at all. Like we've been losing most of our games, so that's not a good sign. I mean, like that is not a good sign at all.
that's true.
Very
got-
heartbreaking because
you-
I want us to win as many games as possible. I want us to clinch a wild card spot.
We
Yeah.
have to. We have
Yep.
to.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about it, Chardal? Like everybody was, we got all excited when Buster Posey came in. We got all excited when they signed Adames, and we got all excited in the Devers trade. And it's
I
like,
mean, as a
how do you-
Giants fan, I mean, I love the acquisitions we have made so far in the season. We got Devers, We got Adames. So, I mean, I'm excited about what this team's bringing, man. This team is a very impressive baseball team. They have a lot of good records under their books. They can make some great things happen. But it's heartbreaking when the Giants they lose. You know, they lose. They go on a winning streak of many games, and then they lose, and then the winning streak gets snapped, and they're on a losing streak. It's just like they're not consistent. That's the problem with this team is that they have to be way more consistent than they have to be in the season, man. If they're not consistent, how are you going to win games?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, if your
I
team
think,
is not consistent, how are you going to win games? Right?
yeah, no
I'm
question.
thinking on a realistic point of view here.
Yeah. Well, my question to you is going to be like, how does where they're sitting in the standings and their record right now compare to what your expectations were going into the season? Like at the beginning of the year, did you think that they'd be, 6 games over 500, 7 games over 500 at this point in the year?
I was not expecting that. I thought they would be over 500 because now they're under 500. So this is not up. This is not the way I like to look at it. You know,
Okay.
No,
I
they're
don't like to
still
be. I don't
above
like to be.
500.
Yeah, they're still above 500.
Oh, that's a good thing that they're above
Yeah.
500. But to
Yeah.
me, I don't like to be that Debbie Downer type of guy who's always saying Giants are gonna lose, Giants are awful, Giants are not gonna make anything happen, Giants are this team, that team, they're awful throughout the season. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And again, Greg made a good point.
You know,
Well,
I don't like to be that type of guy. You know, that's not the type of
so, do-
personality I
so,
have.
so don't be that guy. Here's my advice to you, Chardal. Buy a ticket to a game that Robbie Ray is pitching at home, or buy a ticket to a game that Logan Webb is pitching at home, and get one in the win column for yourself, and go
So
into games, and that'll
out of
boost you
this
up, man.
out of the City Connect jerseys, which ones were your favorite? Do you like the fog, the ones from last year with the fog, or do you like the purple ones? I like the purple City Connect jersey. They're a little cheesy for me because it looks like some little kid drew the Giants logo at like some kid at some event where they're making stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. They're a little bit cheesy to me, but as some people, I don't know if some people like them. I don't know. They like the style. They like the how it looks. You
Yeah,
know,
the
it's a good
kids
jersey. It's a
seem to
good
be wearing them.
it's a good jersey. I mean, it's a really nice jersey. I mean, I'm not saying no anything bad about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I
I,
prefer
I'm
the old ones to that, but
I'm so
hey, everybody.
surprised that I played the MLB The Show 25 video game. On my PlayStation 5. And
Uh-huh.
I selected Sutter Health Park, and that looks like exactly like they took the same thing. I'm like, it makes you feel like you're there when you select Sutter Health Park as a location when you're playing the Giants and the A's, and you select Sutter Health Park as your location. It looks exactly. They have like the Sutter Health logo, like from the hospital logo. They have it on there. It looks like you're playing in like Sacramento.
That's awesome.
Holy
Hey,
smokes.
I'm not joking. It literally looks like you're playing in Sacramento.
Oh, I bet.
that's killer. Do you wear the VR glasses when you play, or are you just playing
No,
it on a screen?
I don't wear the VR glasses, but
Okay.
I played MLB The Show 25 today. I played as the Giants and A's. I knocked 3 home runs
Nice.
and one by Yastrzemski, 2 by Chapman, and we still lost by 1 run.
Oh,
4 to
wow.
3.
Uh,
I hit 3 home runs. I was on fire.
nice.
Damn, nice
And
work.
and the Giants lost 4 to 3 in a simulation video game which is not real. It's all like simulated.
Yep.
That's
But
true.
it looked real. It looked real when Yastrzemski hit that home run in the game. It looked real, like he's actually like steps up to the plate and knocks it.
Nice.
It
Huh.
looked really realistic. Like it was probably that's probably the most realistic video game I've ever played.
Chardal, if you were going to tell anybody anything about skaters on baseball, what would you say?
Click that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell.
I'll
Thanks,
tell people
Chardal.
to click that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell for Skaters on Baseball. They make some great content over here. They're grinding. They go live every day. They're putting all this content for you guys. You don't want to miss out on what these guys are putting out there. Go there and show them some love for Christian and Schmitty, two of the greatest hosts on Skaters on Baseball. I love coming on here too. And it's a great environment coming on.
Come
And
by
I'll
anytime, man. We miss
and
you.
I-
I haven't seen you in a while.
and I'll definitely come by here another time. I would love to have you on my channel because I don't think you've ever come on my channel. So I think that's gonna be something to have you two on my channel, having you two on my YouTube channel. So
Let's do it.
I've never had you on my channel covering doing a Giants post game show. So you gotta come on my channel. That's gonna be a debut for both of you. It's gonna be a big thing if you come on my channel.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you
Shard.
got
That'll be
the
awesome.
email.
Let us
if
know.
I ever go live, I'll definitely send you the link. And if you feel like if you want to hop on, you're more welcome to hop on on my channel.
That'd be fun. I'm down.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. I love everything you do, man. Keep up the good work, and you know, Giants win two out of three. Take down the A's 6-2. I mean, it's just a great day for Giants baseball, man. And I love being a Giants fan, and I love coming on here, talking with you too. Makes my day.
Let's keep
Um,
winning series, right? Let's beat the Phillies,
Yep.
and then let's go in and beat the Dodgers 2 out of 3,
let's
and then take an all-star break and let everybody come back, recharge.
let's sweep the Phillies. Let's sweep the Dodgers.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, man. It's great coming on the show. I love you too. I'll always keep supporting you. But it was an honor to come on, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too,
Yeah.
Chardal. Thanks for
Chardal.
See you
stopping
later.
by. Okay,
Yep.
bye-bye.
All right.
That was the one and only Chardal. You never know who's
Awesome.
going to stop by Scares on Baseball.
Awesome.
Love having some people with that type of energy coming in. That was really cool. Yeah, I don't know. We got 7 minutes till 4, and then I'll be getting ready to go on down to Oracle and see this Phillies game. I'm a little nervous. I got to be honest. A left-hander, Sanchez. Tonight's the one game that's going to be the toughest out of the 3 against the Phillies, I think. But I think the bats are starting to come around, so I'm cautiously optimistic, right?
Yeah, it's time to turn the page on this left-handed.
Yeah,
left-handed
please,
pitchers.
please.
You know that, and I just feel like, look, like this road trip was not kind to the Giants, right? You know, and so when they roll into Sac and they lose the first game, it's like, oh man, this is really bad. But they bounce back, they win 2, they're coming home. You know, they did well against Philly in Philly. So I imagine they've got even a better shot against Philly in San Francisco. So my big concern about the Philly series is who all are you trying to get autographs from Philadelphia?
My target is Stott.
Okay.
Because I'm collecting these Bowman top 100s, and he's one of the guys in that set. You're pretty much guaranteed you're not getting Harper. If I could get Trey Turner somehow, that would be a dream. You know, these guys, the big names are usually the ones that I kind of just rule out. And if I get one, I'm fucking stoked. But I think Stott and then Taiwan Walker, those are the 2 guys that like I need for this special set I'm collecting. But check this out. I was going to show everybody this. Somebody asked about, I think earlier in the thing, did I get any special autographs over the weekend? Well, I saved this for you guys. I got some mail right here. And this is from a guy named Juan Marichal. Boom. My first time seeing it.
Wow. That's incredible.
Juan Marichal, baby.
On a 72 tops. That's sick.
You know, 72 tops. I have Willie Mays and McCovey on the same set. So now I got the 3 M's. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Fuck, this is beautiful. He wrote number 27 on there too.
Nice. Nice.
Anyway, I saved this. I got it on Friday, and I was like, I'm going to save this to open on the show. So
Killer.
there you go, guys.
Well, I was going to say, if you're down there trying to get Phillies autographs and you happen to get Brandon Marsh, please ask him what hair product he uses, dude. I gotta know, like, is he going in the dugout and just pouring water on himself, or has he got some kind of activator or some sort of pomade going on? Because damn, dude, the wet look.
Actually, listen, if you Christian or anybody in the chat, if you got a good question that I could, because I'm brain dead when I'm down there. I'm trying to get autographs. But if you think of something good that I can ask the players, I'm always right there and they'll answer. Like you saw the one where I asked the guy like what he thought about face endeavors, and he's like, it's just another batter.
Just another guy.
We got to think of like a Skaters on Baseball centric that I can ask every player, and at the end of the season put a montage together or something of them all answering that same question.
That'd be good. We'll have to come
So
up with
let's brainstorm on that. But the one that doesn't work consistently, but it's pretty awesome, is when the team goes to Sacramento first and then they come here, and you can be like, how'd you like Sacramento?
Oh.
Yeah, that was
harsh.
good.
That's harsh. Where are you sitting tonight?
I am in left field corner, like where basically right in front of, there's a popcorn thing out there. It's in the corner where it turns. So I think it's 120. I feel like it might be 131 or something like that. 131.
Lower reserved.
Yeah, lower reserve. I'm curious, Monday night against the Phillies, how are we looking crowd wise? What are you thinking? We're going to be pretty full?
I think they're going to clear at least 20.
Okay.
I think it's going to be down a little bit just because they went on that little bit of a skid. And I think a lot of people were kind of getting bummed, and maybe a lot of people like threw their tickets out on StubHub or something. But I still think it's going to be a decent crowd. I mean, look, the Phillies are tough. The Giants played them tough. People like to see Bryce Harper. They like to see these guys. So I think this should be a good crowd. I would say at least 20. That'd be my guess. And if the Giants win tonight, I think tomorrow they have a bigger crowd.
Who's the guy that chirps on TikTok from the bleachers? I'm not sure. I'm not on TikTok, sadly. I think once you get to be my age, you're not allowed on TikTok. I got the Instagram going, Skaters on Baseball, and X, but I haven't done TikTok. I don't know. I see a lot of people at the game, so I don't know. I probably saw him, but I didn't know he was a TikTok guy.
I love hearing those people. It's like every once in a while when you're listening to the games on KMBR, the field mic down behind home plate is cranked up, and you can hear the hecklers, and some of them are good. Some of them are really good. And I think there is a guy, he might have a YouTube channel too, that he kind of films all the antics and the heckling that goes. He's like a champion heckler who's always at the Giants games, and he's pretty funny. So I'm going to have to look that up and send you a link. I've seen some that just crack me up. Like, they're harsh, man. They are harsh.
Well, here's what I've been wanting to do, okay? We're going to keep this down. Don't tell anybody. Senior's probably calling Dan right now. I want to come up and surprise Lou at a game. I know where his seats are, but he's never there. But I want to come up when he's there one time and just catch him off guard and just be like, what's the best thing about being here, Lou? I hate everything. Just
does he really have those seats? I mean,
dude, he has
you've never
good
seen him,
seats,
right?
And I always look over there. I don't really know what his deal is. Apparently, maybe he's doing something with golf or something, because it seems like he's traveling a bit, and so that might be his excuse. But I don't know. I never seen him there. I know Glenn is in the building. Glenn, do you hear me? Apparently, him and his lady are sick, so they weren't able to attend anything this weekend. But I did get you, Glenn, a set of the San Jose Giants cards. I'm going to actually give them to the guy at the door on my way out tonight. So if you're watching, I got you a set of cards. Actually, Robert DeVille got him for you, but I brought him home for you. So it was a tag team effort.
Yeah, be careful. He might have brought back some Canadian COVID with him or something.
I know, man. I don't want him to be patient zero for some new Canadian flu at all.
Oh man, yeah, the Ottawa pox.
Well, guys, I think that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us. There was, as you know, the Giants have not had a day off, so we're going into the All-Star break. I think they have Thursday off, but I don't know how many games in a row they played. It's been a bunch. Road trip into Sacramento, and then tonight they'll be at home. 3 games versus the Phillies. Let's take at least 2 out of 3, and then just really play our best ball this weekend. We got to do it. Definitely. I think it's Barry Bonds' bobblehead one of the games, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
So,
yeah, the All-Star break is going to be huge. I mean, Webb and Ray and Rodriguez will be there, but all the rest of these guys will be off getting treatment and resting up and everything. And there's one other guy who's not going to be at the All-Star game.
Who's that?
Juan Soto.
Why?
He got snubbed.
Oh, he didn't really? Wow.
That's what I was reading today.
That's wild.
He's a little rugged, right? He's a Juan Soto, but dude, the worst thing Juan Soto ever did was sign with the Mets. That's a career. Just I don't know, man. Just hasn't been good. Anyways, well, let's get the heck out of here and go enjoy the game. And don't forget to ask Marsh about his hair care.
I'll do that. Marsh, you're getting a hair care question. Should he use Maybelline is what I'll tell him. Daniel, thanks for sending the link. Walker, good to see you in here. Everybody that joined us tonight, mad respect. Appreciate y'all. I need you guys to do me a favor. Next time we're on the air, bring a friend. If everybody brings a friend, we double it, and then the 12 goes to 24, and then I give away a bunch of shit. Okay? Yeah. So let's shoot for that for the Phillies wrap-up show, and let's also shoot for a Phillies win. Skaters on Baseball, now you know the place to MLB. We are out of here.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Skaters on Baseball. If you liked what you heard, please spread the word, give us a good review, or hell, blow us up on your social media if you're down. Follow us at Skates on Base on Instagram for baseball news and other fun stuff. We love comments and listener participation, so bring it with an audio clip or an email. You can email us at skatersonbase@gmail.com. We're everywhere you get your podcasts, and we'll be here all season long.
Let's go, San Francisco. Let's go, Giants.
Dude, that was one of the most mind-blowing shows I've seen to this day.
Much love.
Adios! Pelota!
See you soon. Thank you.
And I am forever a Giant.